he has offered and made available to humanity since he started. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established the Sri Kailasa nation, which is the only Hindu enlightenment ecosystem civilizational nation, which is not only protecting Hinduism from the persecution that it has been going through for the last thousands of years, but it's also making the authentic Hinduism, the various sciences of authentic Hinduism available to the world for each and everyone to experience the power and how useful these sciences are in their life, the various dimensions of their life. So without further delay, let us enter into the first year of today's program, which is the year 2004. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducted a discourse in Oklahoma, USA. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed the science of healing through meditation and hosted an intimate Q&A session to which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism compassionately provided his unique insights. To a devotee's question regarding the criticism and negativity from the negative people, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism beautifully answered, "Understand, it is you who choose to get hurt. Whenever you are criticized, why are you so much bothered? Do you not know about yourself? You don't have self-respect. That is why you are shaken by somebody else's opinion. If somebody says you are a dog, you just bark at him. If somebody says mad, you just, yell at him. You prove that you are dog. You prove that you are mad because you don't have self-respect. You just give respect for their words." So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism giving a very interesting and powerful insight on how we are responsible for the way we experience things and the way we feel about things. So here, inviting each and everyone to listen to this discourse, as surely this is something that is extremely useful for each and every one of us in our life, as we all have faced situations where we have been criticized, where the words of others towards us were not adequate and we were shaken by those words. So inviting each and everyone to listen to this address to have deeper insights and a cognitive shift regarding how we are responsible for the way we feel and experience things. Let us now watch a small excerpt of this address by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Healing Through Meditation, Part 1.
Of course, after a long research and after a research which involved thousands and thousands of people's life, just like a science, the inner science, the meditation is also developed. When I say the word inner science, I mean it. In the outer world, science can prove anything of their statements. Whatever they say, they can bring and prove, they can give a proof in facts and figures, in the form of words or in the form of figures. The same way, whatever the mystics or the rishis say about the inner world, even those things can be brought in a very clear fact and figures, which can transform your life, which can be the tool to create bliss or ecstasy in your being. The method, when the right technique is achieved, you will see just like a science in the field of chemistry, they say A plus B equal to C. How they are able to prove it? The same way, with the right method, in your being also, bliss can be created, the intelligence can be created, health can be created without any outer support. Without any outer support. That is what the techniques are, the methods to create the bliss, to create the knowledge, to create the health in your being is what we call as a meditation. In the East, thousands and thousands of years they have spent their life in finding the truths of the inner world, the truths which can give you the knowledge about everything, not only about your world, about your outer world, the knowledge which can enlighten you about the ways and means in which your mind works, your body works, about the ways and means in which you can reach your own inner divinity. When I say the word inner divinity, I don't mean it as a hypothesis or abstract language. The love which can be radiated in your day-to-day life is what I call inner divinity. For the people who lived through the logic, for the people who lived and thought only in the plane of logic, it's very difficult to conceive the concept of inner divinity. I'll try to use few explanations about our body and mind, then we may be able to catch the glimpse of what I mean by the word inner divinity. Mystics always say, not only in the East, even the mystics from the West, they always say, we don't express, we don't use all our energies. Even Einstein used only 13% of his potentiality. We have so much inside our system, inside our being, but in the life, hardly 10 to 20% we express.
We are now moving on to the 26th of February 2006. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism presided on the Mahashivaratri celebrations that were being held with great celebration at the Duarte, Los Angeles Adinam. Devotees from all over North America gathered to witness a series of Abhishekams and Homas performed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself on this grand occasion. Further, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism adorned Lord Ananda Venkateshwara in the Adinam in full grandeur, thus giving the devotees present a great fulfillment. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism imparting the various knowledges of the temple sciences in the Western Hemisphere, in Los Angeles, and creating the standard and giving the experience of all the Eastern, all the Vedic temple rituals in Los Angeles, United States.
Entering now into the year 2011, on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expounded on the 125th Sutra of the Patanjali Yoga Sutras and physically on the Hindu truth of past life. In his own words, first, the basic truth about past life. Your soul, the individual soul, is the reflection of the cosmic soul. Swatma. Swatma is the reflection of the Paramatma. Your body is the mirror on which the reflection is happening. Every time when you take a new birth, you take a new pad or mirror. So Buddha's Jataka tales are the tales of all the mirrors he assumed. When we say he's an incarnation, don't think he has to go through the same process, like from fish to the last. From all the intelligence he collects, he makes his own mirror. So here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanding on the Patanjali Yoga Sutras and the science of reincarnation. So inviting each and everyone to go on Nithyandapedia on this day, 26th of February 2011, and listen to this address and the powerful cognitions regarding the science of reincarnation and past lives.
We are now moving on to the 26th of February 2012. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism elaborated on how the three E's, entanglement, entrainment, enlightenment, work in the inner awakening conventions. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained that the entanglement with Paramashiva starts the moment one decides to attend the inner awakening convention. After that, the entrainment and enlightenment follow once the program starts. Furthermore, expounding on the cosmic principles of the Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared that there are two types of leaders in this world. One kind of leader who never allows the others to become leaders, and the second kind, like Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who are leaders who create leaders. So here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is giving the benefits of the inner awakening program, how it entangles us with the master, entrains us, and finally takes us to the space of enlightenment. And also, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is expounding on the cosmic principles of Bhagavad Gita, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is telling about the right kind of leader to be. Let us now watch this beautiful excerpt from the Satsang, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expands on the various truths of the Bhagavad Gita.
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects.
I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis sitting with us around the world at this moment. 1074 places through NTV and 29 places two-way Nayana Diksha in 253 cities in 24 countries. First question, Swamiji, can you correlate what happens in inner awakening with relation to entanglement, entrainment and enlightenment? The moment you decide you want to do inner awakening, entanglement starts. The moment you sign the intention form, entanglement starts. The moment you enter our reception center, welcome center and get banged, entrainment starts. And the moment you sit in front of me and screen opens, enlightenment starts. Understand? The moment you think you want to attend the inner awakening, entanglement starts, because immediately the connection. After that, making it into reality is my responsibility. Avanarulale avantal vanangi. Only by His grace you can even remember Him. Unless you have His grace, you can't even remember Him, connect with Him. So the moment you decide you want to attend inner awakening, be very clear, already my blessings are there on you. Unless my blessings are there on you, you can't even think you want to do inner awakening. You can't even remember you want to do inner awakening. The moment you fill the intention form, you officially authorize me to enter into your life and alter all the situations, open all the doors and make the possibilities for you to come into the inner awakening program. My grace is always flowing in all directions. But grace is always very shy to enter. Can I enter? Will He feel I'm intruding? Will He feel my privacy is disrespected? Please understand, many times God is waiting to help you, but He is afraid if He comes inside, you may shout, who asked you to help? Who are you to interfere? He is afraid because many times you have said this. When God stretches His hand, you say, I may die, but I will not take your help. You have your own theories, understandings, concepts. So when you have this mental setup, this kind of mentality, this kind of suffering, this kind of self-torturing mind, He waits for your permission. Even to grace you, He asks, may I come in? Intention form, signing the intention form is just saying, come in. Then grace just rushes so that He can alter all the situation and arrangements and make all the possibilities open. So the moment you sign the intention form, entanglement starts. The moment you come to our welcome center and get banged, entrainment starts. And the moment You sit in front of me, enlightenment starts. The politics. In that field, even your own mentor, your own teacher becomes competitor for you. That is why all the mentors and teachers, they always keep their students one level low. At some point, if he catches your seat, you can't even get it back. So much of insecurity. But there are some leaders who are leaders just by making more and more and more people leaders. Krishna is of that type. He says, when you understand, I am not affected by the object, nor by the result. I am not affected by the object of an action, nor by the result of the action. You will realize you are also not affected by the object of action or result of the action. I wanted to explain this word ensnared. How you are caught by the idea your life is suffering or confusion. I tell you, you don't understand. You are constantly standing up, that is why you are constantly falling. If you are not standing up, you will not be falling. You say, no, 100 times I fell. Fool, don't you see 101 times you stood up? If you have not stood up 101 times, you wouldn't have fallen 100 times. Means, if you don't have the inner space which automatically heals itself, you will not even be able to stand this whole torture or suffering called life. Your inner space has an automatic healing mechanism. Whether it is a body related or mind related, any hit, one night if you sleep and come out of the sleep, you are out. You are out of the problem. You are clear. Fortunately, you don't have memory power. That's the right word I'll use. Because all your hurt automatically is forgotten. You stand up again. Your innate system, you by the very nature you are built for again and again rejuvenating yourself. But when you start believing again and again you are hit by life, you ensnare yourself. Ensnared by lies, ensnared by depression. I studied thousands of people and their minds were depressed. I tell you, 100%, everybody's depression is based on only one thought. If I get depressed, what will happen? No, really. Please understand. Honestly, I am telling you, with the responsibility I am telling you, if you just remove one thought, if I get depressed, what will happen? You will not have depression, I promise. Just avoid that one word, one idea. What will happen if I fall into depression? Drop the anxiety of anxiety, fear of fear, depression of depression. You are saved. Please understand, whenever Bhagavan declares his glory, he is not declaring out of pride, he is declaring out of tremendous compassion. He is not self-glorification. He is uttering these words with tremendous compassion and love. for you to experience the same state, for you to achieve the same state. And if he says, I am like this, but you can never become like this, then you can say it's a pride, ego, arrogance. But he says very beautifully, the moment you understand I am like this, you will also become like me.
Yes. So after having heard this amazing cognition that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared about on the Bhagavad Gita and Shri Krishna, how the moment you know who I am, you become me. So the moment we recognize Paramashiva as Paramashiva, we experience the same within ourselves. So let us now enter into the year 2011 on the 2013 on the 26th of February. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism distinguished between the shared and the collective responsibility. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained that shared responsibility means that each individual in a group takes equal responsibility for his or her task. Collective responsibility means that each group members take responsibility for their fellows' responsibility. So there are no weak links. Responsibility is the energy on which life flowers. When we sit with an impossible project and take responsibility for making it happen, it becomes possible after all. To achieve responsibility, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained that we have to continually complete any unfinished business so that the old patterns of dishonesty and lack of integrity dies away. So here, inviting each and everyone to listen to this address by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, go on Nithyananda on the 26th of February 2013 and listen to this address where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expands on the importance of bringing ourselves back to integrity. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shares that complete any unfinished business so that the old patterns of dishonesty and lack of integrity die away. So by completing all unfinished business, we restore our space of integrity.
We are now moving on to the 26th of February 2015. On that day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism continued on the Living Advaita series of addresses and initiations from the Upanishads. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed how the mind cannot move towards the source by the force of hard power, which only suppresses and depresses. On the other hand, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared that using soft power helps us set the right context for our life so we can understand what is the goal, the path, and the purpose. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained that whatever we think constantly, we will become that. So Upanishads are setting the context, what we are expected to think, and the direction in which our mind needs to move. So here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is expanding on the truths of the Upanishads and how the mind needs to move only through the help of soft power, and the Upanishads set the right context for that. So all of us can log on to Nithyanandapedia on the same day, the 26th of February 2015, for us to watch the whole satsang and also read the transcript of the satsang. Let us now take a few moments to see the various happenings of the day of the 26th of February 2015.
The Rajarajeshwari Brahmotsavam, third day, Devi is gracing on Swarna Simhavahana, golden lion vehicle with all the Sarvalankara. Today also, Seattle, Chidambaram, which was called earlier Nithyananda Vedic Temple, now which is functioning with a new name, Nithyanandeshwara Hindu Temple, the temple's 7th anniversary. My blessings to Seattle, and I also accepted all the 108 Nivedyams offered. Blessings to every one of you who created, held the temple together throughout the period. All the organizers, donors, volunteers who worked directly, indirectly for everyone, my blessings. And Mahadeva will continue to do his cosmic dance in Seattle and bless not only our Sangha, the whole Seattle. Blessings. Blessings to everyone. Mahadeva will continue to do his cosmic dance and bless everyone. Ananda Nataraja, he will do his cosmic dance and bless everyone. My blessings. Why these qualities of consciousness, Isha, are described? Isha becomes Ishvara. The moment you try to perceive, relate, connect, even to become one with Isha, he has to grace us as Ishvara. Again and again I repeat, Aham can never become Shivoham. Only Shiva can extend himself and just take the whole Aham inside and radiate as Shivoham. Isha, the pure space, the consciousness, without any attributes, a consciousness from which you feel you need to provide for everyone, you will never be able to grab. So much of grabbing is done, people are not provided. This concept, if people are provided, will become lazy, is completely wrong. Please understand. The Saraswati and Ganga, both the mothers have provided so much for us. Even after that, we never become lazy. When the food is pure, then the sattva becomes pure. When the sattva is pure, then the smriti, means the ability to remember and connect and grasp. Understand? The definition of smriti is ability to recollect the essence and connect it with the present and grasp it and assimilate it.
Well, I heard about the IA experience a couple of months ago. So I heard from a friend who was here, and for him it was quite transformative, and I got immediately interested in it. And the next one was Cambodia, which I couldn't go to, and the next best thing was to come here to see Swamiji. And I can say it has been a magical experience. To describe Swamiji is of course beyond words. I cannot do that. I'm very frank about it. The IA experience itself has kind of changed my whole notions about life itself. I think Swamiji destroyed all the illusions that I have. It's not even like taking off brick by brick. It's almost pretty much like you took your bulldozer and just ran over me and completely broke some things, which kind of gave me a new perspective in life. And I would like to take this kind of change in me and see where I would go to next. Because the way it was before, I was seeing that I was going through life quite well, but I was going through in circles and circles, repeating the same things again and again, but not taking it to the next level. And And I feel that Swamiji is the one who could probably help me, and I think I can already see the change in me. And I will not be surprised if I go back to the world as a superwoman.
I attended 2014 Inner Awakening in Varanasi with my son, who was attending the kids program. For 21 days with Swamiji himself in the city of Varanasi is an experience which I don't think so I can express in words. We all know Kashi or Varanasi is the city of Mahadeva. Whether it's the visit to Sarnath and getting a listening initiation from Swamiji, or visiting Kashi Vishweshwar temple, Kalabhairava temple or Annapurni temple, after getting the context from Swamiji has completely changed my outlook towards all these places. The most amazing experience was when Ganga enjoyed Swamiji's presence. The way nature and Ganga greeted Swamiji when we went for boat ride was just beyond my logical comprehension. I just can't express and logically analyze and comprehend how the experience was. To go to Manikarnika Ghat, where the pyres are burning for thousands of years, with Swamiji, the death meditation which was conducted by Swamiji himself has given me so much of clarity about death. I would say that I learned to live in a city of death. Now in 2015, that is this coming May, Swamiji is going to give Shivoham experience. I'm sure it's one of the lifetime opportunities which we all are going to have, where Mahadeva himself will give us an experience that we are Mahadeva in the city of Varanasi.
What I understand is, as Swamiji tells in the Akashic readings of birth, the water droplet is part of the ocean, but it feels it is separate from the ocean. Same way, we are part of the consciousness, but we feel we are the separate identity from the consciousness, for which we feel we are moving instead of feeling we are filled everywhere. We are everything. Instead of having that, we feel we are the separated part from the consciousness itself.
Okay, adding to Shaktidhara, today Swamiji told the truth which I exist. Before even you remembering your experience, before you perceive anything, before you understand anything, before you think anything, whether an idea or a concept of truth or the sensory experience, only when you try to grasp it, or the being which grasps it is oneness, which is unmoving. Means when you have the idea that I exist, before even your mind can understand it, or before your mind can perceive it, that space is unmoving. The moment your mind starts perceiving it or understand it, that's the moment mind starts attributing things to the I exist, the truth that I exist, it becomes moving.
Two kids are watching Mahabharata movie, okay? So one kid, he'll set the context that he's watching the Mahabharata for his, what is it, how Krishna lived, how Arjuna lived, for that. And one more kid, he'll not set the context and he'll be watching. The buddhi, the person who set the context, the buddhi will grasp all the knowledge, all the good things. The person who doesn't set the context, his mind will grasp all the, even violent things are there, but only that it will grab it.
And I feel that yes, our mind is created based on seeing all other mind. That is why when we are grown up in a satsanga, right from the beginning, when you are put in a Gurukul, like how Swamiji tells, right from the age of 7, if you are in Gurukul, your brain realigns itself to the space of completion completely. So your perception about mind itself will be completely different, and because everyone here in the Gurukul are in the space of completion, reflecting what Swamiji tells, so your mind also will be developed like the way Swamiji wants. So your mind will be moved on to no mind. So this is what I feel. So your mind is based on people's mind around you.
We're now entering into the 26th of February 2016. On this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism spoke on the upcoming Kumbh Mela, Simhastha, that was going to be held at Ujjain, India in 2016. Kumbh Mela is the celebration of the richest Vedic traditions for Kailasa and Hindus from all over the world. At the Kumbh Mela, you experience possibility in its highest form. The auspicious planetary configuration of Simhastha Kumbh charges the whole atmosphere with divine cosmic energy, radiating it intensely, giving everyone present there the possibility for enlightenment. The Harvard Review says that the Kumbh Mela of 2013 at Allahabad was better organized than the FIFA World Cup. Why? The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed that Hindus are always very highly organized when it comes to their religion and festivals. Thus, he urged us to drop ourselves at the Kumbh Mela and celebrate along with the Kailasa's campus while there. So, we are seeing the satsang of the 26th of February, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is speaking on the Simhastha Kumbh Mela, which happened on 2016. And with that, before we move on to the next years, we are coming back after a short break. Please stay tuned.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Maha Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression are the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity? Only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all.
Let us now see the excerpt from the satsang where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is speaking on the Kumbh Mela.
नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Inner Awakening teamily, and everyone sitting with us through two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, and through Nithyananda TV. Today I came to satsang mainly to speak about Kumbh Mela. This time in Kumbh Mela, first time we are going to have a unique program, Shuddhadvaitam. Please understand, Mahadeva, after delivering 28 agamas, 64 tantras, and the upagamas like Guru Gita, all these books, he concludes by saying, let this science which I reveal to the world be called as Shuddhadvaitam. So this word is given directly by Mahadeva. By this program, through this program, I'll give you the essence of what Mahadeva shares with the world through the 28 Agama and 64 Tantra and Upagamas. The essence Mahadeva gives in 4 words: Charya, Kiriya, Yoga, Jnana. Charya means lifestyle, like vegetarian food, applying vibhuti, hairstyle, Shiva Jata, Rudraksha, the lifestyle. Kriya means the spiritual processes, homas, prana pratishta of deity, pujas, all the auspicious acts you need to do to achieve the spiritual experience or spiritual powers. Yoga means the whole science of yoga, starting from asana, pranayama, pratyahara, tarana, dhyana, samadhi, the science of yoga, and jnana, the science of enlightenment. All these four is the essence of the Shuddhadvaitam. I'll give you the essence of Shuddhadvaitam in 21 days. With 70 different initiations for 70 different powers. I don't know about all of you. I am excited. I am excited. And from me, the excitement has already gone to the first circle. They are all excited. The amount of arrangement going on, unimaginable. Scale arrangements. I am looking at 5,000 people attending 21 days Shuddhadvaita program. I am already seeing it happening. For all the inner awakening grads, it is my gift. You are my guest. Not only we will provide you best food as per Agama and accommodation, all the items that religious, spiritual items needed for initiation and to practice the initiations. Like you are going to have a Vishesha Diksha. The whole puja vessels, I think 18 or 19 vessels need to be provided to you to conduct the Atmalinga puja, Atma puja, Atmartha puja. You will be provided all that material. Like this, every initiation, whatever needed to be procured, all that will be my personal gift to you. You will be gifted, and I am personally inviting all of you, come experience Shuddhadvaitam in, listen carefully, as per the Agamas, in Ujjaini, Mahadeva revealed Agamas to Saptarishis. In Ujjaini, Mahadeva revealed, read Shiva Purana, you will see. That is why in Ujjaini, Mahadeva is called, addressed as Dakshinamurti. Ujjaini was Dasisi's place, Dasisi's ashram. And that is where Mahadeva revealed Agamas to Saptarishis. See, in Kailasa he revealed for Devi. In Ujjaini he revealed for Saptarishis. Understand? The place where Mahadeva revealed Agamas, it will be revealed once more again to all of us. I am personally inviting, come and receive the Agamas. Essence of Agamas, Shuddhadvaitam. It's my personal invitation. So essence of whatever I said now, today's satsang is kidnap yourself by yourself from all your negative thought current and drop yourself in the Nithyananda Peetham camp in Ujjaini. in Ujjaini. Please go ahead and register yourself before 29th of February. If you register yourself RSVP before 29th, automatically it is confirmed. Please go ahead and book your tickets and make the arrangements. All IA grads, before 29th of February, if you register, you can take it as a confirmation, go ahead. After 29th, you may have to pay and enroll, because by 29th, we will have to make decision to make the infrastructure, which we already started. Anything addition, we will have to get it extra separately. So before 29th, if you confirm, we will be able to provide everything free of cost, and I am happy to host you all as my personal guest. Please come, experience, enjoy, radiate Shuddhadvaitam. And if you register before 29th, after receiving confirmation, please do not cancel, because the infrastructure we create for you should not go waste. It's a lot of your money. It is actually devotees' money is being spent to create the infrastructure. So let it not go waste. That's my request. See, we have enough, you guys have provided me enough to share for the spiritual needs, but we don't have a single penny to waste. That's what I always tell. We have enough to share with the whole world, but we don't have a single penny to waste. I also wanted to prepare all of you for the Shuddhadvaitam program. First time I am going to give some spiritual practices which you will practice. Prepare yourself and come for the program, so that straight away I can transmit the powers. You are ready to receive. In next few days, I'll guide you into some of the processes and practices to prepare you into Shuddhadvaitam, radiating inner space and powers of Mahadeva. Radiating the space and powers of Mahadeva. Get ready for one of the greatest blast, spiritual blast. Shuddhadvaitam. Don't give any reason, just be ferocious with yourself, kidnap yourself by yourself, and drop yourself straight in the Nithyananda Peetham camp in Ujjaini. Unless you are kidnapped by devil, demon, Satan, Maya, all put together. Don't miss this. Shuddhadvaitam is the best thing you can do to yourself. Understand? Other than the few departments which cannot be closed, I am emptying the whole ashram and taking. Then understand the importance of the whole Shuddhadvaitam program. Anybody who wants to volunteer preparation for Shuddhadvaitam program process, you are welcome to come to Bangalore and start the preparation work here. You can come any time from today and stay till the Shuddhadvaitam program. Any number of people welcome. You can come and start being part, because we need to move large amount of things, almost like 50 truck load. Ujjaini, and the preparations have already started. We need lot of hands to make the Shuddhadvaita program process successful. The spiritual process I'll take care, but providing all the basic needs like a food and stay and all the other needs, for that we need a lot of volunteer hands. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. The excitement need to be experienced. That's it. Plan to kidnap yourself by yourself to Ujjaini to live Shuddhadvaitam. My blessings. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Entering now into the next year, 2017. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had a powerful initiation, darshan, and Paramashivoham processes and various other rituals to give to all the Kailasa delegates, diplomats, and disciples in Adi Kailasa, the eastern headquarters of the Sri Kailasa nation. During his Nithyananda Satsang on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed one of the core truths of reality. Your actions can never be separated from you, and your reactions can never be part of you. He went on to explain the need for us to be liberal in our actions, not to hold ourselves back, and to be constantly active, but orthodox and traditional in our reactions. He also explained that although Vedanta can be summed up with an essential statement, as in essence of Vedanta is Aham Brahmasmi, I am God, there can be no essence of Agamas, since every instruction is equal. In Agamas, sitting in Shaktipada to experience oneness is as important as the number of strokes while brushing your teeth in the morning. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanding on Agamas and various powerful cognitions. So inviting each and everyone to listen to this address by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as he is expanding on to be liberal in our actions and orthodox in our reactions, not to be caught in our reactions. So inviting each and everyone, as this is a very important truth revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, something that we can implement in our life, in every day of our life, and not to get triggered, but to be unclutched and respond with awareness and completion.
We are now moving on to the 26th of February 2018. On this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism began by celebrating the 7th day of the Rajarajeshwari Brahmotsavam, and then expounded on the cosmic principle of physics, chemistry, biology of the cosmos. The Paramavatara of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, went on to reveal the blind spots of modern science and referred to the Vedas, Agamas, and Hiranyagarbha. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained that one of the biggest stupidity of the modern day education is suffering, is the separation of the subjects, because instead of teaching the oneness of the universe, the Western education has been teaching for hundreds of years the separation of the subject. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanding on the various truths of the physics, chemistry, and biology of the cosmos. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is introducing us to the various faults of the Western education, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is conveying that in the Gurukul system of education, it was always on the concept of Advaita, the oneness. But in the Western concept, it is all about separating each and every subject, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving the authentic system of education, the Gurukul system of education, by the Kailasa nation, the world's only and largest and greatest Hindu nation.
Entering now into the year 2019, on this day, 3 years ago, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducted a presidential address, and in that address, he gifted Kailasa nation with another daily darshan of the Nithyananda Paramashiva Devalaya in the Kailasa, broadcasted live on Nithyananda TV. Countless delegates, diplomats, and disciples tuned in to receive the blessings and grace of Paramashiva. Let us have a watch of the darshan of the Nithyananda Devasana Devalayam. Nithyananda Paramashiva Devasana.
वासिनी मनोन्मणि पापनाशिनी त्रिभुवनपोषिणी विशेषिणी ज्ञानदायिनी नित्यानन्देश्वरि जगदीश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्य नित्येश्वरि करुणसागरी कमलपुष्पनेत्रसुन्दरि कन्याकुमारी कामनाशिनी सुभाषिनी विश्वरूपिणी नित्यानन्देश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि. स्वप्रकाशिनी जगच्चिन्त्यमानरूपिणी धर्मस्थापिनी.
We are now moving on to the 26th of February 2020. On this day, 2 years ago, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism opened with the acknowledgement and celebration of the 10th day of the Paramashivoham Brahmotsavam. After receiving blessings, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed the royal knowledge, Rajavidya, and the royal secret, Rajaguhyam, to all the Kailasa delegates, diplomats, and disciples. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism continued onward with the satsang, revealing that love is the fragrance of Tyaga, and Tyaga itself is a superpower to manifest the Paramashivatva within us. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also conducted one of the most awaited sessions for Kailasa citizens and the general public, the live Q&A session as the avatar, and later that day led the Ashtabhairavanyasa process. So here we can see the various happenings of the year 2020, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism begins with the beautiful celebration of the Paramashivoham Brahmotsavam, and continuing with the royal secret and royal knowledge. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanded on Tyaga.
Yes, entering now into the year 2021. On this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism opened by receiving the blessings of Devi on the 9th day of the Raja Rajeshwari Brahmotsavam. then went on to deliver powerful satsang on how to maintain a healthy and energetic body. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism stated that when a body is used actively, intensely, it is healthy. When the internal organs are kept active, it has a long life. And the mind, when it is sincere, is kept focused and aligned to the purpose of life. Kailasa delegates, diplomats, and disciples receive the initiation into the truth. Consciousness spontaneously and simultaneously manifests itself, and the sacred secret to manifest the state is by fasting. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism stated, I will highly recommend that if you are an initial level seeker, once a week treat yourself royally. It means stop eating for 24 hours. Absolutely no food. If you are sincere about enlightenment, then twice a week treat yourself royally. Means stop eating 24 hours, absolutely no food, and all your internal organs will become alive. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanding on the power of fasting and how fasting helps you to experience consciousness, the manifestation of consciousness in your life. So let us now listen to The Royal Way of Life, the Science of Kayakalpa by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, expanding on the powers of fasting.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
वेदरूपिणी हिमगिरिवासिनी मनोन्मणि पापनाशिनी त्रिभुवनपोषिणी विशेषिणी ज्ञानदायिनी नित्यानन्देश्वरि जगदीश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्येश्वरि करुणसागरी कमलपुष्पनेत्रसुन्दरि कन्याकुमारी कामनाशिनी सुभाषिनि विश्वरूपिणी नित्यानन्देश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि स्वप्रकाशिनी जगच्चिन्त्यमानरूपिणी धर्मस्थापिनी ध्यानपीठकारणेश्वरि मन्दहासिनी नित्यानन्देश्वरि परमेश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्येश्वरि महायोगिनी भक्तसङ्कटापहा
ॐ नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. I welcome all the living and practicing Hindus. Everyone sitting with us all over the world, with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Listen. Body which is used intensely remains healthy. Internal organs which is active intensely remains healthy and continues to function long. Mind which remains sincere continues to be focused on the goal of life. Consciousness naturally, spontaneously, simultaneously, listen to this word, spontaneously and simultaneously manifest through all these three layers: mind, internal organs, and body. All these three. When they remain sincere. Let me give you deeper explanation. Use the body more and more. You will be very healthy, energetic. Use the internal organs more and more. Every time when you fast, all the internal organs of your body starts working. Every time you fast for 24 hours, the whole system becomes alive, activated. That is why I insist at least 2 times do this to you every week. Understand? Be good to yourself at least 2 times a week. That's the best pampering you can do to you. Anyone who wants to live royal life, listen. Eating like a pig. Whenever you can, whatever you get, is the cheapest way of treating yourself. Listen. It's like treating yourself like garbage bag, garbage can, dustbin. Once in a week, treat yourself good. I'll highly recommend at least twice. If you are an initial level seeker, once a week. If you are very sincere about enlightenment, twice a week. Treat yourself royal. It means stop eating. 24 hours, just absolutely no food. If you can, dry fasting. If not, just water is okay. Water fasting. All your internal organs will become alive. As I said, the best food for your body is what is already gathered and stored inside your body. Allow the body to eat itself without giving food from outside. Listen carefully. I have seen people who don't eat because they don't have, but people don't eat even though they have for a purpose, higher purpose, they don't eat. I have seen both kind of human beings. I have seen extreme poverty. I have seen very powerful royal people who don't eat not because they don't have, but because they have a higher purpose to exist, they stop eating. So I'll use two different words. People who don't eat because of poverty. Poverty. People who don't eat because of poverty. New word, use it, take it. Poverty. I have seen people who don't eat because of poverty, people who don't eat because of poverty. For example, this great Mauna Swami who lived in Tiruvannamalai, I have seen him for years, never ate or drank anything. He used to sit in the southern tower, Terkukattai Gopuram of Tiruvannamalai temple. Even now there is a small memorial, the place where he used to be in Samadhi all the time. It's not that he did not have food. People will bring so many things. He will not touch, he will give it to the devotees who come to have his darshan. He will not eat anything, he will not touch anything. He will not consume anything. He will actually have a small stick through which he will touch it and push it out to the devotees as a prasadam. The difference I have seen in both the bodies, people who don't eat because of poverty, their body doesn't shine. People who don't eat because of the higher purpose, their whole skin shines because the cognition, purpose adds sincerity, shraddha, and shraddha as capacity to generate ojas and tejas. Ojas means pure energy. Tejas means shining power. I am actually giving you the secret science of Kayakalpa. That Mauna Swami used to be in silence, he won't talk. Rarely he will write and show any answers he wants to give. Whenever we ask question, any answers he wants to give, he will write and show. He is the Swami. I asked him once, Swamiji, why did you choose this place? The south tower of Tiruvannamalai temple is called Tirumanjana Gopuram. That is the area. My pre-monastic house was there. So only through that tower I'll enter the temple every morning. So inside the Tirumanjana Gopuram, there is a temple tower called Terkkattai Gopuram. So in that Gopuram, Terkkattai Gopuram only used to sit. He will always be just in Samadhi, sitting. No food, no one, no two, no three, no drinking, no water, nothing. He will just sit in Samadhi. We know he is alive, that's all. If we ask something, rarely he will write and show. I asked him, why did you choose this place? He showed me through his hands that breathing, pranayama. I asked, breathing pranayama you can do anywhere. Why here? He wrote and showed just next to that tower, there is a iluppai tree. Just next to the Terkkattai Gopuram, where he used to sit, there is a iluppai tree. I don't know the English word. You Google and find out. The iluppai tree. Iluppai is the Tamil word. Iluppamaram. There is a proverb also in Tamil. Illada kattukku iluppappu sakkara. Where there is no sugar mill, the iluppai flowers are used as a sugar, as a sweetener. And the Goshala also used to be there in those days. I don't know now how it is. In those days, that's the way it used to be. So that iluppai tree will give such an intense smell. He said that air of the iluppai tree supplies enough organic sugar energy needed for his internal organs. Listen, I want all of you to understand this principle of Kayakalpa. Understand? See, when your intake becomes subtler and subtler, the availability becomes eternal. When your food is solid, it will not be available all the time, and digestion is a big job, and excretion, too much of work. And there is a lot of side effects and after effects. If your intake becomes pure energy, then the internal organs are kept alive, active, without the need for filtering the energy, this whole process. The iluppai tree, the English name is mahua tree. It's also called Indian butter tree. Listen, let me give you these signs. Whenever I request, please listen. Two reasons. One, modern day human beings lost the ability to attend something sincerely. Too much of distraction. One of my disciples who is in the field of making advertisements and commercials for various companies, brands, he told me, Swamiji, no human being in the modern day has an attention span of more than 30 seconds. So within 30 seconds, you will have to convey what you want to convey. That's it. After that, whatever you try to show, tell, everything is waste, useless. So after 30 seconds, if you want to convey something serious, you have to get his attention again by using something related to very sexually triggering. Then you will get his attention back again. Only 30 more seconds you have to convey what you want to convey to that person. In the modern day, human beings lost the attention span, ability to be intense. That's the one reason. Second, I'm calm. So for me also, it takes a lot of effort to verbalize what I am supposed to convey to all of you. So listen. The food, when it is physical, your longevity and health reduces. When it becomes liquid, your longevity and health increases. When it becomes just pure prana, your longevity and health increases much more. This Mauna Swami, he used to sit in that Ilippai tree breathing space. The Ilippai tree, it used to be a tall tree. All trees have their own breathing space. To the level, to the length, to the circumference, they spread their flower, fruits, smell is their breathing space. So this temple tower in which this Mauna Swami was sitting comes within the breathing space of that Ilippai tree. So when he sits there and does his pranayama, that Ilippai tree's smell, breathing space, goes into his body, his internal organs receive glucose, sugar, directly just from that prana without taking any white sugar, brown sugar, anything from external source. Understand? This is the same principle of Havis. You offer everything in the Homa, in the fire, in the Agni. Those gods and goddesses come down and take that into their breathing space. It becomes power, prana for them, food for them, and they bless you. Same principle here, that Ilippai tree was intensely keeping its breathing space sugar filled. Anyone sits under the Ilippai tree intensely smells, does pranayama of that illipite tree's breathing space, can live without the need for external source of glucose, without taking white sugar, brown sugar, any source for glucose is not needed externally from the external source. Your internal organs will be so active, they can directly get the glucose energy by the pranayama under the illipite tree. And I have seen it for number of years. When he gave that explanation, I felt, oh God, what a powerful method of existing. I ran to Raghupati Yogi. Raghupati Yogi is the next level yogi. No, I am not comparing Mauna Swami and Raghupati Yogi. I will never do that mistake. He is his own way and is his own way. Raghupati Yogi said, I'll prove it to you. Come. He asked me to get rice cooked without adding any sugar or sweetener, and brought that pot and kept near that same illipite tree, and just kept his hand on the tree. Inhaled, exhaled, did a pranayama. And I saw that whole rice became sakra pongal. The ven pongal became sakra pongal. Means the rice became sugar rice. Color did not change. When I ate, God, it was literally the sugar pongal, sakra pongal, sweetened rice. He took that energy and filled his internal organs, converted the glucose, passed it through his nadi, his system, into the rice, and showed me, see, how the prana, the breathing space of this tree, can infuse glucose for your internal organs, and how that can be converted and passed through your hands into the food. Understand? The energy needed for your backbone to experience Kundalini. Your backbone needs to be very powerful for the Kundalini to raise that pure energy. Ojas you can be charged with ojas if you sit under the banyan tree and do pranayama. Any pranayama, if you sit under the banyan tree or the breathing space of the banyan tree, you can be charged. Just charged. With that ojas shakti. Our Bidadi banyan tree Kalpavriksha has a unique power. Even if you are not physically there in Bidadi Ashram, Adi Kailasa, if you just see the live web camera relay and sit in front of it and do pranayama, you will experience same. You will experience same. Each tree's breathing space has certain energy. When you do pranayama under that tree, that energy gets filled inside your system. This is what I say. Without dumping the food, making your internal organs very active, alive. Yoga will make your physical body active, reducing the quantity of the food, increasing the quality. When I say increasing the quality, instead of solid food, moving to more liquid. From liquid, moving to more air, prana-based food. This Mauna Swami was taking the prana, air-based food. Same way, if you burn pure rice, pure cow ghee, with the proper mantras and do the Agnihotram with a pure cow dung cake, organic cow dung cake, desi cow dung cake. With that, if you do the Agnihotram, that smoke, that air can keep you hunger free, fully charged, all your internal organs active at least for 8 hours. One Agnihotra, you can be food free for 8 hours active. Agnihotris are bound to live long, healthy. Agnihotris are bound to live long and healthy. Because the quality of food is absolutely pure, great, powerful. In Thiruvannamalai, in our Adinam, we have Vaidya Shakti Sthalam. All the trees of Navagrahas and 12 Rasis, $27 nakshatras, Ashtadik Balakas, like a layer by layer, it was planted and still it is maintained beautifully. Now I am so happy that Guru Charana is reviving the whole ecosystem with the grace of Paramashiva, Arunajaleshwara himself. If you sit in that Vaidya Shakti Sthalam and do pranayama, your whole body will get rejuvenated. Even if you do this 2 times a month, that's enough. Simply Kayakalpa will be happening to you. You will live long, healthy. I also sincerely recommend all the devotees, my disciples, come and study Tiruvannamalai Ashram, that Vaidya Shakti Sthalam. Replicate it in your ashram, in Rajapalayam, in Madurai. Actually, in Madurai, we have very big place in Tirupparangundram. We can do the Vaidya Shakti Sthalam. In Bididi, we have a whole 100 acres. In Ichapuram Palace, I think Ichapuram Palace is surely many acres. I don't know exact extent, but many acres. The whole place is called Kailasa Giri, Ichapuram Palace. And the Hyderabad Adinam. Surely Hyderabad Adinam is also many acres. I don't know the extent of the land, many acres. And Salem Adinam, Erode Adinam, all these are big, big places. You can replicate this Vaidya Shakti Sthalam and do pranayama every day sitting there. All the cosmic energies needed for Kaya Kalpa is in that Vaidya Shakti Sthalam. You can even do the Vaidya Shakti Sthalam in parts. In big, big andas, you can plant and keep in a place like Madurai Adinam, SSJP. You may not have a ground, but you can keep it in the terrace, in the andas, in the big pots. This is one of the powerful infrastructure needed for successful Kayakalpa. Long before we did it in Tiruvannamalai, and now it has become a beautiful, huge garden, Vaidya Shakti Sthalam in Tiruvannamalai. In Rajapalayam, Salem, Madurai, Arani, Tiragappadi, Navalur Kuttapattu, Tiruchengodu Adinam, Adi Kailash Bididi, Hyderabad, Ichapuram Palace, in all these places, we can easily replicate. Even Kashi. Kashi, we have a huge property, Goshala, on the banks of Ganga. In all these places, we can easily replicate this Vaidya Shakti Sthalam, Kayakalpa infrastructure. In the breathing space of that Vaidya Shakti Sthalam, anyone sits and does pranayama, your whole physical structure, mental structure, prana, the breathing structure, cognition structure, conscious structure, everything will be empowered to live healthy, long time. Understand? The intense activity for body is yoga. Intense activity for internal organs is fasting. Intense life infusing for your mind is sincerity. Listen carefully. In my life, I have seen all kinds of minds, mental setups. I never get frightened by the people who try to cheat me, the traitors. I never get frightened about them. I just know them, how they work. Before they can bug my gadgets, I can just bug their mind. I just know what is going on in them. I never get frightened about them. Actually, I play with them. That's my time pass. But the people who cheat themselves are the worst human beings. I should say they are like demons who feel, oh, I want to be really sannyasi. I really want to be integrated. But they will never sincerely do what needs to be done for that. Cheating themselves, gaslighting themselves. சொந்த காசுல சூனியம் வச்சுக்கிறது. அவங்களுக்கு சூனியம் வைக்க வெளியில இருந்தாலும் ஆளே வேணாம். நீ அவங்கள சும்மா விட்டா போதும், தானாவே தனக்கு தானே சூனியம் வச்சுட்டே இருக்கும். ஆப்ப தேடி தேடி அது மேல போய் உட்காருங்க. Call them as apakadayas. They will search for the apu. Apu is the wedge. And exactly go and sit on it. Listen, people who cheat themselves, devilish, demonic, dangerous. Why people cheat themselves, they don't work on removing the parasites from their system and fall for mood swings. See, when you decide to become sannyasi, every day drinking neem juice is compulsory, because neem juice removes all the parasites from your biomemory, muscle memory, which triggers lusty fantasy visualization. I tell you, if you drink neem juice every day, all the parasites in your system, in your muscle memory and biomemory will be cleansed. Even when the sex hormones are pumped into your body, male hormone or female hormone, it just manifests as intense devotion, most sweetest sacred sentiment. It does not trigger a violent, lusty, wild, uncontrollable, self-destructive visualizations or patterns. The male hormone or female hormone, even when it is infused, injected intensely in your body, it does not trigger self-destructive patterns, self-destructive, lusty or agitating, life negative, suicidal patterns. No. It triggers at the most a sweet, very beautiful, powerful devotion. Any powerful cognition you experience, any powerful conclusion you arrive, you need to prepare your body also sincerely for that. You need to work for it. You need to have sincerity in your mind then you will achieve the goal. Life is after all sincere work, not hard work or serious work. But when you don't have sincerity, you cheat yourself. You fall for your mood swings. You gaslight yourself. And even you lose respect for yourself. See, 2-3 times you gaslight yourself and collapse, and then finally again you come back to your powerful cognitions, conclusions, then you yourself lose respect on you. That is why I am saying you should start sincerely working on realizing the powerful cognitions you have as your reality. If you decide that you want to be sannyasi, celibate, brahmachari, every day without missing neem juice, at least. Diluted means 200 ml, little thick means 100 ml. Concentrated 100 ml, diluted 200 ml. If you feel you can't drink the whole thing at a time, don't worry. Maybe you can take half in the morning, half in the evening. That is also okay. If you decide you should be alive, working whole day without tiredness or boredom, you should always take the handful of Yellum Vellamum. I'll tell you the ancient Tamil words for all these herbs. You Google and find the English words. Sesame and jaggery, balls. If you make the balls, sesame and jaggery, every morning, if you take the sesame and jaggery, whole day you will be fresh without getting tired, energetic. If you decide to be active, sesame and jaggery balls, if you consume, it will remove all the parasites, microbes, triggers tiredness and boredom and irritation in you. Your body, your muscle memory and biomemory will be so pure, clean. Fresh. You will not fall for your tiredness, boredom, irritating parasites which is sitting inside you and irritates you, triggers you. I have seen when people get triggered, how they actually become a different person. I have seen it. Simple irritation. They become a different person. All they need is sesame jaggery ball. If you like it, you can even take 5, 6, nothing wrong. It's like a snack you can enjoy in the morning. Very good quality organic jaggery with the sesame seeds, nicely make balls. Even if you take 10 balls, nothing wrong. There is no bad side effect due to this sesame jaggery balls. It will only keep you very energetic and alive. It will remove all the parasites from your muscle memory and biomemory, which triggers tiredness, boredom, irritation inside you. People, when they get irritated, they really behave like a heroine, cinema heroine. They think they are too important and they try to become like a cinema heroine. All you need is just sesame jaggery, sesame and jaggery. That's it. That is why whenever somebody leaves the body and become ghost, we offer the sesame seeds and water to them. Because that irritation, stress, insecurity, frightened feeling, it will settle down in the ghost. Even if you have body, if you are irritated, you behave like a ghost only. All you need is sesame seeds and jaggery. You will become human being. I have seen when people get irritated, how they become like a ghost and scream. Whenever people come and complain to me, Swamiji, this Jnanatma is screaming, gone loose. I tell them, give some sesame seeds and jaggery balls to her. She will settle down in 2 hours and then she herself will come and complete an apology. The irritation in the stomach, ulcer in the stomach, this parasites in the stomach, when it gets triggered, the irritation is triggered, they become like a bhuta, ghost. And they don't know how they are behaving, why they are behaving the way they are behaving, why they are uttering the words they are uttering, why they are screaming the way they are screaming. Nothing. They don't, actually even they don't know. They just feel suffocated and I tell you, just if you do the detox properly, cleanse all the parasites and microbes, your whole system will become such healthy. And Kaya Kalpa will simply happen. You taking powerful cognitions and higher lifestyle, but not being sincere to it is gaslighting yourself, destroying yourself, insincere. I am always afraid of insincere people. I am not bothered about traitors, enemies and traitors. I don't care. I never care about them. I don't bother about them. They can't do anything. I know them. I know how their mind works and I can play with them. Playing with them is like a leela for me. How Krishna danced on Kalinga, the heads of Kaliya, the snake. Nothing can be done. Kaliya can't harm Krishna and Krishna always wins the game. So this enemies, traitors, I don't care. But these people who are not sincere are the more dangerous. They are more dangerous. Who fall for their mood swings. When the parasites trigger, in them, falling for parasites. They are the more dangerous people. I handle these people more carefully. People who fall for the parasites, mood swings, they are the demons. I handle these demons more carefully than the enemies and traitors. Because these people are not sincere to them. See, I have always seen when somebody doesn't come for the morning yoga, doesn't do the spiritual practice routine, I always know either this fellow is an enemy or a traitor who is sitting here waiting for a right time. I know these criminals and I handle them the way they should be handled, properly. You can always see all the criminals, traitors in the Sangha, they will never attend spiritual routine. This is one common quality of all of them. Listen. Enemies and traitors, we have nothing to do with them and they can't harm us. They only harm themselves. Forget about them. But people who want to achieve enlightenment, who want to be with Paramashiva, who want to manifest Paramashiva, if they don't become sincere, we need to work with those people. They need support, care, inspiration, sincerity, energy, everything. That is what I do. That's what I am doing even now. I can give you the long list of people who have intention but are not sincere in their day-to-day life. To detox themselves, to cleanse the microbes and parasites. If they become sincere, they will simply manifest Paramashiva. I can give a long list. Almost everyone inside our Sangha want to manifest Paramashiva, but they are not sincere to their decision, to their commitment. So they gaslight themselves and fall for mood swings when the parasites trigger. They fall for their parasites, become like a demon, devil, bah, 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 bah. And they don't know what they are doing. Same way I have seen Raghupati Yogi and Ram Surat Kumar, Visri Swami. They will use that neem flower, Vepambu, nicely powder the neem flower and use it for smoking. Once I asked why, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Visri Swami said that this smoke of the neem flower, Vepambu, cleanses the whole internal organs. Very less quantity you will take and fill it, roll it on a leaf, the beady leaf, and smoke. I don't know how it feels or whether it is even possible for normal human beings to handle that kind of a heavy smoke, because it must be very strong. Don't try this. I'm just trying to recollect as many things as possible and spell it out. Whatever I received from my Guru Parampara, Gurus, my whole life is just keeping my Guru Parampara alive. That's all. This Kailasa is just for that one purpose. From Arunagiri Yogi Ishwara, my whole Guru Parampara, whatever they have given me, just keeping it alive and reviving it for the whole world to use it, enjoy it, experience it, celebrate it. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार
श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान् गीयमानछत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादिसमस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घसद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षाव्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्तस्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराजपाण्ड्यमहाराजगुरु क्षपणशाक्यादिमहान्धकारनिवारण